Hey everyone, today we're jumping into a battle that pretty much all of us have lost at some point, the one against that morning alarm. But here's a thought. What if winning wasn't about more willpower, but more science? We're about to break down a simple, powerful strategy to turn your morning from a struggle into your greatest strength.
I mean, let's be real for a second. How many times have you set that alarm for 5 a.m., just buzzing with ambition, only to have your brain whisper, just 5 more minutes? You hit the snooze button and boom. Suddenly, those 5 minutes have magically turned into 2 hours. Sound familiar?
But let's get one thing straight right here, right now. This is not a failure of willpower. It absolutely does not mean you're lazy. It's simply a failure of strategy. You probably just haven't been taught the right way to win the morning, and that is exactly what we are going to fix today.
So where does this new strategy even begin? Well, it's probably not where you think. It's not with the alarm clock itself. The real battle for your morning, it's actually fought and won the night before.
You know the feeling. It's this vicious cycle, isn't it? That first snooze kicks off a domino effect. You finally drag yourself out of bed, you start your day already feeling like you're behind, and you carry this little cloud of guilt with you that just saps your energy for the rest of the day.
Okay, so how do we break this cycle? The first and honestly the most important principle is this. To win the morning, you first have to learn how to win the night. Your morning discipline actually begins with your evening prep. Think about it, right? There are really two paths you can take. You have the chaotic night, endless scrolling on your phone, bright lights on, which pretty much guarantees a groggy, directionless morning. But then there's the planned night. Phone put away, lights dimmed, maybe a clear goal for tomorrow already written down. That sets you up for a purposeful and energized start.
You know, the most powerful habit you can build here is ridiculously simple. Before you go to bed, just take 2 minutes. Write down your top priorities for tomorrow. This tiny little act is called setting an intention, and it gives your subconscious brain a clear direction. It cuts down on that morning fog. You're no longer waking up to an alarm, you're waking up for a mission.
And this brings us to something absolutely crucial. You need to find your why. See, your brain is hardwired to save energy, so it's always going to ask, okay, why should I bother getting up right now? Your answer has to be better than just because I have to. Is it to finally get that workout in, to read a book, to chip away at that dream project? Whatever it is, your reason has to be strong enough to literally pull you out of bed.
Okay, now let's fast forward. The alarm goes off. What happens next? These first 10 minutes, they are the absolute game changer. How you spend these 600 seconds will literally set the tone for whether your day is productive or just passive.
It's time to start playing a smarter game with your alarm clock. First things first, put your phone or alarm clear across the room. Forcing yourself to physically get up and walk over to it shatters that sleep inertia. And hey, here's a pro tip. Name your alarm with a motivational phrase that reminds you of your why. It's a simple little brain hack that gives you an immediate jolt of purpose.
All right, you're up. You're out of bed. What's the very first thing you do? Please, don't check your phone. Instead, just execute this simple 3-part formula. First up, water. A full glass to rehydrate your body after a long night's sleep.
Second, light. Throw open the curtains or flick on a bright lamp. You know, light exposure is the single most powerful signal to your brain to shut down the sleep hormone melatonin and basically say, hey, it's time to be alert.
And third, movement. Now, this doesn't have to be a full-blown workout. We're talking 10 jumping jacks, a few simple stretches, anything to get your blood flowing and signal to your body that, yep, the day has officially begun.
So there you have it. Water plus light plus movement. This simple sequence is an instant energy boost that short-circuits that powerful urge to crawl back into bed. You're not relying on fuzzy motivation here. You're using your own physiology to your advantage by hydrating, regulating your hormones, and getting blood flowing to your brain.
Now, look, doing all this for a day or two, that's the easy part. But how do we make this an automatic, permanent habit? This is where we need to understand just a little bit about the psychology of making things stick.
It all comes down to one single incredibly important number: 2. Seriously, this number holds the key to building any successful habit, and just as importantly, avoiding the guilt that makes most of us quit. And here is the rule: never miss twice. Look, we're all human. We're gonna fail. You will miss a day. The secret is not letting one missed day snowball into 2. If you mess up today, you just make sure you absolutely get back on track tomorrow. Bouncing back after a failure, that's the real victory here, not being perfect.
And finally, you have to reward your effort. This is just pure behavioral psychology. Your brain needs to associate waking up early with pleasure, not with pain. This reward creates a positive feedback loop that actually makes you want to do it again. So savor that peaceful cup of coffee, put on your favorite music, maybe watch the sunrise. Make your morning the best part of your day.
You know, when you start putting all these different pieces together, what you're building is so much more than just a routine. You're actually developing a genuine superpower that gives you a massive head start on your day and on your goals. So let's do a super quick recap of the game plan. First, win the night by planning ahead and locking in your powerful why. Next, win the morning by putting your alarm far away and immediately using that water, light, and movement formula. To make it all stick, you live by the never miss twice rule. And finally, always reward your effort. Just imagine that for a second. A time will come when the whole world is quiet, everyone else is still asleep, and you're up peacefully and productively working on your dreams. That right there, that is the ultimate reward for this kind of discipline.
Because in the end, that's really what this is all about. Mastering your morning isn't just about forming some new habit. It's about unlocking a superpower that gives you control, focus, and the extra time you need to build the life you really truly want.